Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your MLB Baseball preview and predictions for a Saturday. It is May 14th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Super Saturday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. Alright guys, welcome to the weekend edition where I put all the games on one video. So this way, all the early games are out early and you can enjoy your weekend, right? Alright, let's kick it off in St. Louis between the Cardinals and the Giants. Now the Giants, coming off an 8-2 win last night, going to send Jacob Junis to the hill against Dakota Hudson for the Cardinals. And looking at the line, minus 115 is the line for the Giants, 8 is the total. ATS forecast system play, going to go with the Cardinals in this one, 4.05, 3.8, the over-under at 7.85. San Francisco now on a 6-game winning streak, and the chance of winning, though, does favor the Cardinals at 55.4% compared to 45.4%, and your Kogo sitting right there at 31%. Alright, San Diego taking on the Atlanta Braves. The Braves losing last night 11-6 to the Padres. Charlie Morton going to toe the rubber here against Sean Manaea of the San Diego Padres. And looking at the Braves line, minus 130 is the line, 8 is the total. ATS forecast system play going to go with the Braves in this one, 4.2 to 3.8. The over-under at 8.17, so it does like it to go over the total. And let's take a look at the numbers for the chance of winning. Does favor the Braves here at 53.7%. Compared to 38.6 for the Padres, and your Kogo right there at 25%. Alright, Halos in the doubleheader today. In the first game, you got Jonathan Diaz going up against Paul Blackburn of the Athletics. 120 is the line on the Halos, 7.5 is the total. ATS forecast system play going to go with LA in this one, 4.1 to 3.9. The over-under at 8.01. However, the chance of winning, the percentage play, look how tight it is, 50.4% compared to 49.9%. for the Halos, and the last 2 games for LA have gone under the total, and their record on the season 22-12 compared to 14-20 for Moneyball and the Athletics. All right, Baltimore taking on the Detroit Tigers. Now the Tigers coming off a 4-2 win yesterday over the Orioles, going to send Michael Pineda to the hill against Bruce Zimmerman of the Baltimore Orioles. The chance of winning does favor the Tigers at 50.9% compared to 47.9%. Let's take a look at the percentage play and the forecast. 4.1 for Baltimore, 4 for the Tigers, and the over-under land on 8.15. So it does like it to go over the total of 7.5. Brew Crew winning 2-1 yesterday against the Marlins, going to send Eric Lauer to hill against Trevor Rogers of the Miami Marlins. Bookmakers making the Brew Crew a 138 road favorite. The over-under listed at 7. ATS forecast system play going to go with Milwaukee in this one, but a tight one. 3.69, 3.66. The over-under at 7.35. It does like the percentage play, however, going to Trevor Rogers and the Marlins. 54.4% favoring the Miami Marlins on the percentage play compared to 51.2 for Milwaukee. All right, good game last night at Tropicana. In fact, a 5-2 victory. This was 2-2 going into, I believe, the 9th. Top of the 9th or bottom of the 8th or something like that. And minus 125 is the line. 8.5 is the total. ATS forecast system play going to go with Ryan Yarbrough over Hyunjin Ryu of the Toronto Blue Jays. 4.54, 4.28. The over-under to land on 8.82. Bookmakers making the Rays a 125 chalk. 8.5 is your total. And your Kogo sitting right down here at 34%. So it meaning a 66% chance of going under the total today in Tampa Bay. Pittsburgh taking on the Cincinnati Reds. 8-2 win yesterday for the Cincinnati Reds over the Bucks. And today the bookmakers basically got a pick'em line here, minus 112. 8 is the total. ATS forecast system play going to lean with Zach Thompson over Luis Castillo of the Cincinnati Reds. 4.07 to 3.9. The over-under landing exactly on 8. So no advantage there when it comes to the total. 55.4% chance of winning for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And don't look now, but Cincinnati on a 3-game win streak. Houston, hey, speaking of win streak, look at that. 11-game win streak for the Astros. They're going to send Christian Javier against Eric Fedde of the Washington Nationals. Now the bookmakers making the Stros a 165 road favorite. The over-under listed at 8.5. ATS forecast system play going to go with Houston, who won last night 6-1 against the Nats. And we got 5.03 to 4.02. The over-under at 9.05. 57.3 on the Cal compared to 42.07. And your Kogo sitting right there at 65%. And yeah, that 11-game win streak is a pretty nice one if you're a Houston fan. Boston taking on the Texas Rangers. Big win last night for the Bo Sox. 7-1 was the final. Rich King of the Hill going up against Glenn Otto today of the Texas Rangers. And you can see here, pick'em line minus 110. Over under at 8.5. ATS forecast system play, gonna lean with the Boston Red Sox today. 4.57 to 4.34. The over/under at 8.91. So it does leg it to fly over the total. Look at the percentage play, super tight. 49.6 for Boston, 49.2 for the Texas Rangers. Cleveland Guardians going to send Shane Bieber to the hill against Devin Smeltzer of the Minnesota Twins. Now the bookmakers making Guardians a 120 road favorite. The over/under at 8.5. ATS forecast system play, going to lean with the Guardians, who lost big last night. 12-8 was the final. 4.6 to 4.2. The over/under at 8.94. The percentage play, the lower high going to the Guardians at 49.2. They're on a 2-game losing streak, and 47.2 is the percentage play for Minnesota. Your Kogo right there at 41%. All right, the Bronx Bombers, man, they're on a good run. 5-game win streak, taking on the Chicago White Sox today, and Dallas Keuchel gonna get the pill, as they say, for the Chicago White Sox up against Jordan Montgomery for the New York Yankees, and Yankees a 151 chalk. The over/under at 8.5. ATS forecast system play, going to go with the Bronx Bombers in this one. 5.06 to 4.07. The over/under at 9.13. So it does leg it to go over the total. 58.8% chance of winning for the Yankees compared to 43.4 for the Chicago White Sox, who are now riding a 2-game losing streak. Seattle, big win last night at Citi Field against the Mets. 2-1 was the final against Bad Max Scherzer. George Kirby going to go here today against Chris Bassett, former Oakland Athletic pitcher. And you can see here the Mets a 155 home favorite. The over/under listed at 7. ATS forecast system play, going to go with the Mets in this one. 3.9 to 3.43. The over/under at 7.41. So it does like it to go over the total. A 58.5% chance of winning here compared to only 32.9 for Seattle. Seattle 15-18 on the overall season, while New York is 22-12, having a good year. Actually, both New York teams are doing very well. Speaking of doing very well, you know what? I didn't see this coming. Arizona flying under the radar with their 18-15 record, 155 favorite today. They're going to send Zach 10-gallon hat to the hill against Kyle Hendricks of the Chicago Cubs. And we do like the D-backs here. 4.31 to 3.74. The over/under at 8.05. A 60.9% chance of winning for Arizona compared to 40.9 for the Cubbies. And your Kogo right there at 45%. Royals taking on the Rockies. They were in a slugfest last night. In fact, 24 runs scored at Coors last night. Herman Marquez going up against Carlos Hernandez of the Kansas City Royals. And 155 is the line here on the Rockies. 10.5 is the total. And we're going to lean with Colorado here. 5.06 to 4.7. The over-under at 9.81. But look at that. The lower high going to the team on a 5-game losing streak. That's the Rockies. 42.8% chance of winning compared to 41.5. So basically on the percentage play, it's a coin flip. All right, there's the second game of the doubleheader between the Angels and the Athletics. In fact, this one here will be a 9:40 Eastern start. And you got Michael Lorenzen going up against Adam Oller of the A's. 170 is the line, 8 is the total. 4.47 for the Halos, 3.68 for Oakland in game number 2. And hey, what a game last night, 12-10. Didn't expect a big shootout like that. Hey, you think they're playing at Coors Field or something. Phillies going 12-10 winners last night. They're now on a 3-game win streak, while the Dodgers on a 3-game slide. 175 is the line here for Julio Urias of the Dodgers, going up against Ranger Suarez. Should be a good pitching matchup here. And you can see here we're going lean with the Dodgers. 4.58 to 3.69. The over-under at 8.27, so we do like it to go over the total. And let's take a look at the percentage play. It does favor the Dodger Blue at 52.04% compared to 35.4 for the Phillies. And your Kogo right there at 43%. All right, fun fact time. And guys, if you're a member of ATSstats.com, all you got to do, go to your dashboard, go to 8% Club, and go to MLB, and you can get the same fun facts that I give out here each and every day. I'm going to look at some of them because if you look at the fun facts, some of them the same team follows. And I'll just, if you're following along, if you see me skip one, it's because it's almost the same stat, right? The only difference is the years, right? So, yeah, so there you go. All right, so the Rockies, 15-1. As a 140, 160 home favorite after a non-division game the last 3 years. The under is 10-1 for the Diamondbacks when they're a home team versus a right-handed pitcher this season. That's a 90.9% winning angle right there. Also, the under is 10-1 for the Texas Rangers as a pick-in the 120 home favorite versus non-division opponent the last 2 seasons. The Twins, The under is 9-1 for Minnesota as a pick in the 120 home underdog, playing on a Super Saturday last 7 years. So that's an interesting stat right there. I don't like giving out the doubleheader stats because to me, I don't bet doubleheaders. Doubleheaders, there's too many intangibles and things to consider, and it's just you don't know who's going to be in the lineup. Bullpens. It's just if you're looking for a tip, don't bet doubleheaders. Rangers, yeah, we got that one. Rays 13-2 as a 120-140 home favorite when the total's 8-9 the last 2 years, so that's an 86.6% winning stat. You got Yarbrough up against Hyun-Jin Ryu. What else do we got here? All right, let me see. The Guardians 11-2 to the under when they're picking the 120 road favorite, coming off a 2-game losing streak since 1996. That's pretty good. That is 84.6, and you got a pretty good pitcher with Bieber going on the hill, so they could probably get it under. And let me see, the Mariners 11-2. So if you like a live underdog, this might be a good one here. Seattle 11-2 as an away team, coming off a game where they only allowed 1 run against the last 3 years for 84.6%. I think that's my mic drop off right there, eh? That's the good one. All right, don't forget you can follow my baseball picks each and every day at bullpenpicks.com. Having a pretty good year, hitting about 59% on the year. I went 8-7 yesterday. And if you want to follow my picks, the way this works is once you enter the site and you're looking, okay, where's Ron's picks? What you want to do is go to most followed right here. Click on most followed. Go here, Ron Raymond. Follow my picks. Click on it. And then it'll take you to, I'll just do it here. So I've already followed myself. Go to your following link right here. So after you click on most followed, click follow my picks. Go to following. And then you're going to see Ron Raymond right there. And you'll see all the games and my picks will show up underneath. And the nice thing about this is that you'll see my percentage play on all the games, right? Which game I like the most. The games like I always say in the videos, right? Do I like the game or do I love the game, right? And the way you can tell if you like a game, if my winning percentage or the confidence level is between 51 to 62, that means I like it. If I love it, then it's 63 to 100%, and that's where you can see the records. All right, there you have it for a Super Saturday, and hopefully you guys have yourself a great rest of your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you back here on a fun day Sunday. Cheers.